There it goes.
Can you see the picture, brother? Can you see the robot?
Yes.
Can
Yes,
you see
it's-
just
yeah.
brother Raymond? Can you see brother Raymond? Brother Mohammed?
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Y'all got a nice little apartment there too. It's nice.
Can you see Aileen?
No, not
I can't
yet.
see her. I just see you and him.
Ibrahim, sit down because the camera followed you.
Oh.
Oh, you got you got the thing, the camera set to follow you.
Okay, sorry. You have to move the brother Raymond.
Your little-
In the middle, just come here, in the middle. Can you see brother Raymond in the middle?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
It's not focusing on the.
So if the robot is moving around, it's gonna follow it?
Yeah. So let's see.
Only the iPad, not the laptop.
If you can you move the robot around? It's not. So you know.
Sister Leila, make it change it to bigger screen for I can see a small screen.
He can see. What is he saying, Aim?
Can we maximize our video? There it goes. Can we maximize our video? Hold on.
Y'all video is max. Yeah.
Okay.
You're on maximize, yeah.
Speaker view. Gallery view.
We're using the not laptop, the iPad. We're using.
There it goes. Okay.
Brother Muhammad gonna speak first to explain, and then I'll be running the show, inshallah.
But is he too far, Brother Mohammed?
No, I'm gonna come over there.
Okay.
Then you need a chair. You need a chair. Can you sit down?
I'll sit down on the floor
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
I think I'm signed with it, but well, I haven't even logged into the thing yet. I'm on you. Wait a minute.
Let's see.
You gonna share it in my Facebook or you want to
Yeah,
share it?
yeah, I'm gonna share it.
I'll share
worry.
it. Okay, thank you. Jazakallah. Yeah, around 8 minutes, inshallah.
Okay.
So, Sister Leila, you make it live, please. Stop it.
Well, it's gonna be live because wait a minute. Let me. I have to
Don't
turn
make
y'all.
Don't
I
make
have to
it
turn
live.
y'all camera off because I gotta make it live because it's on auto stream.
Cover the Ari. Cover the
Yeah,
camera.
just turn y'all cover y'all
Cover-
camera
cover
because
the
it's going
camera.
live now because it's on auto live.
Cover the camera, Ari.
Yeah, there, yeah.
Okay.
It works. It works. I got to cover the camera. Yes, cover y'all's camera. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's working. Just good. Switch to different. Switch to
5 minutes, inshallah.
And that's good, good. We're good. We're streaming on all the platforms, alhamdulillah.
Advantage of the report is to, oh, she wrote down for that. True.
Sister Hannah.
Okay, that's good. That's all.
Yeah, no, I know. No, no, it's okay. That's what I drink now, lemon water.
It's good. Is that beautiful?
Because you know when you're in the Caribbean, the weather's so hot. You
Mhm.
don't want no soda, no
Yeah.
drinks, nothing sweet.
Yeah.
So we bought a lot of lime and I squeezed it. I put it in the water.
More here.
I put a little bit of hot
Okay, turn the microphone on. Did somebody mute him? Unmute him, whoever muted him.
You're on.
On. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalam. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear brothers and sisters, my family, welcome again this week. It's the week is going by so fast. But alhamdulillah that Allah has given us permission to be here together again. So I'm back from Guyana. I'm in Florida currently. And as I promised when I left here, that I'm gonna do some more demonstration with the actual robot that we had here at the school in South Florida. So what I want to re-emphasize again is this algorithm, okay? What you're thinking right now that you're going to be doing after this class, okay? You might be thinking, oh, I'm going to have to prepare dinner, or I'm going to have to go do this or do that. That alone is the algorithm that you're thinking, is the step-by-step version that you're going to be taking to accomplish what you're going to be doing. So that without the algorithm, none of this exists. Without the algorithm, AI doesn't exist, okay? So we now have to pay emphasis on what is this for us? How is this affecting us? Every day, something new is coming out in AI, okay? Currently, I saw a news clipping. There is 42 states that has protests against AI data system. Okay, that means there are these data centers that has been established, and these data centers are going to be accomplishing work that a human would have been accomplishing, and so they're taking away the job. So they are protesting against these data centers, and there are thousands of them. Okay, so where does this leave us now? Where are we going with this? AI is here to stay. If it wasn't here to stay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not have given us the knowledge, and He would not have given us the material to build it. If you look at all the AIs that has been built, all the computers, the humanoids, the robots, they're all built with material from the dunya, from this earth. Okay, nothing came from out of this earth. So, is there a purpose why they were created? Yes, because if we say no, then Allah is insufficient, or auzubillah. So it's here to stay. Now, how does this affect us on a daily basis? Okay, it has a lot to do with our daily life. Okay, you turn on the camera, you turn on the TV, it's AI. It's an artificial intelligence. It's giving you information. You turn on your phone, it's an AI. It's giving you information. You're allowed to make call to someone around the world. It brings us all together in one small backyard, our phone. Okay, so it's here to stay with us, and it's going to affect us on our daily life. But it's how you utilize the AI, how you utilize it. Okay, you can utilize it for the goodness of giving dawah and bringing goodness to some family home. Also, AI comes in medical, in surgery, is helping us to discover or to do minute surgery without causing any kind of incision or cut in our bodies. So it's helping us there. It's helping our industrial industrial sites to build cars, to do different things, prosthetics. Okay, so AI is here to help us, but is how one utilize AI. If you utilize it for harm and for destruction, then it's bad for AI. But if you use it for some goodness, then that's the purpose of it. So what we did was at the school, every year there is a company called Lego. So you probably familiar with Lego, is these blocks that they put together with children put together. So Lego have a competition that they have every year. First to start locally, and then they work their way over to nationals. So the school here in South Florida have been taking part with the robotics competition for the last 5 years, right? And what they have to do is they have to buy these packages of raw material. So if you're looking at this robot here, you see all of these metal frames, the wheels, the rotators, this ball right here. Everything comes to you as a raw material in a box. What the kids have to do, the students, they have to put this together and create something that's gonna move. Okay, but not only that, there's different missions every year that Lego has, and every year you have to come up with a different arm to accomplish the mission. So this year, 2025, was the mission of launching this ball into as a basketball. So you have to have a launcher to launch it. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how that works in a few. And yeah, you have to come up with the arm to launch the ball. But apart from that, also building the robot, that's part of it. The other part of it is to write the code, is to write the algorithm that's going to accomplish that task. So this is what I'm saying, that every single day of our life, we are processing thousands of algorithm in our mind. We're doing something, okay? And when you want to accomplish whatever it is that you're thinking, is an algorithm. How are you going to start it? What you're going to do in between? And how you're going to end up with a result. So our mind is processing an algorithm thousands and millions of times every day. Same as a motherboard or the master board on a machine. When they program these machines or these boards, it's processing algorithm, which is zeros and ones millions of times. It depends on the chip that they implant into these motherboards. So I'm not going to say that we are like machines, because our natural fitra is that we are always thinking ahead of what we have to do. We are people that we are a creation that was given the intellect of the knowledge of decision making. Okay, this is not given to any other creation. We are given that ability to make a decision, right or wrong, or whatever it is that we're going to accomplish. So we're always having this algorithm in our mind, and our ultimate algorithm objective is to what? Is to go to Jannah, right? So we're always processing our daily activities to curtail us towards that journey. Same as this. Any machine that's created, it's created for a purpose. So when they create this machine, they want to achieve an objective. Now, how are they going to achieve that objective? So with this one here now, we want to launch the ball. Okay. So first, you have to come up with a design of the machine. You have to come up with a design of the arm. Then you have to write the program, what angle to angle the launcher, so you can accomplish that that launch to go into that basket. And then that's the end game of that machine. But there's a lot that goes behind this. So inshallah, is there any kids online? I want a little bit of feedback. What we're talking about, inshallah, because I wanted to be interested in this. I want this to go. I wanted to feel a sense of pride when they're doing this. It's not merely just going to the competition, but what's the purpose behind why we're going to this competition, or why we're going to do this? Salida, anyone have anything to say?
Some of the people are amazed that you made that yourself.
Well,
They're asking, you did this yourself?
No, I didn't make it myself. I was one of the mentor and a coach with the 7th grade and the 8th grade at the school, that the Islamic school. So yes, we all sat down and they had to brainstorm. So when they brainstorming, then they had to put it on paper, and then they had to come up with the design of how to do it. So like this, what I'm talking about, this is very important for the kids. Brainstorming it, put it together, implement it. This is a training that GE gives. It's called a green belt training. Okay, A green belt training is you come up with an idea, okay? You put it on paper, you brainstorm it, and then you implement. So these are the steps for green belt training. These are actual accomplishment or certificate training that GE gives to big corporations. So yeah, this is they have to work on this. Any more input?
Yeah, some of the people are asking, how can you get in contact to learn how, do they give classes for the kids on this?
So the kids, when if they want to get into the robotics class, there are some guidelines that they have to follow and they have to abide by. So with the students that we do an interview with them, an initial interview, to get their feedback of how interested they are in robotics. And if they show some interest, then we'll put them on the team. If they don't show any interest, if they're not interested in this, then we're not going to waste their time and their parents funding and everything. So if they're interested, then we put them onto the program. So there are some guidelines. Yes, every Saturday they meet up at the school. We had our set from 10 in the morning to 2 o'clock, and then after 2 o'clock we go to pray Dhuhr. So those were the guidelines. And what I tell the parents, I said, look, if you're gonna dedicate your children to this, any extra active curriculum that you have, like football training or soccer training, put that aside for the duration of the robotics competition. So yeah, so there are some guidelines that the kids have to go through.
Mashallah, the parents are just wow, they're like, wow, amazed at this. Alhamdulillah.
Any children online, Sister Lina?
Yes, they're online looking at it. They're yeah, yeah. They're on different platforms. Yes, I don't know if there's any in the Zoom room, but they are on all the different platforms. Yes, they're looking at it. Yeah, their parents are commenting. Yes, and we got some that's watching on YouTube channel too.
Okay. So yeah, so if they are in the United States, some of these students, if they are in the United States, there was a brother in Texas, in Dallas, that established an organization called ITCON. And what ITCON does is it tried to bring as many Islamic schools into this organization, that when they go to this competition, we are representing that one organization, which is a Muslim-based organization. So in Dallas, I think there's about maybe 5 teams, and the masjids around Dallas and Houston, they support the teams with the robotics competition. Okay, they have the robotics done at the masjid, and a lot of the parents are in IT. So a lot of parents are involved in coaching, in mentoring, in helping with the programming, but everything has to be done by the students. Okay, all aspect of this robotics competition needs to be done by the students because it's for them. It teaches in South Carolina also. So it teaches them the value of being a team player, that we're not here as a one-man show. We're here as a team, and we put our knowledge together. So at the beginning course of the competition, this is where we get to feel what the students' stronghold is. Some of them love to probably build, and then you have another that loves to operate or drive it, and then you have others who love to do the programming, whatever language they're going to be using. They use blocks for these. So we try to find their specialty or the niche in whatever they're going to be doing in robotics here. But we don't stop at that. We don't let one person to do one aspect. We rotate them. So we want all of them to be involved. So before I left, I showed you the team that we had here at IFSF at the South Florida Islamic School. it was a mixture of boys and girls, and we tried to rotate them in the different aspect. So if one falls off in one area, another person is there to pick up the slack on that area. So alhamdulillah, we were able to accomplish. We didn't get to go to the national this year, but we went up to the regional, which is a bit speaks volume because this is the first time now they're going to be going. These were seventh graders that they went up to high schoolers, and they were able to, be in the position they were in. We're looking to go back into it again, inshallah, by next year to get the kids involved in it. So if there's any school in the United States that parents want to be involved with this, Sister Lila, we're going to share with you the organization name in Texas. And those schools can contact that brother in Texas and see how they can get involved with it, inshallah.
Mashallah, that'll be great. And this is for the Islamic schools. Mashallah, this would be great. This would be great.
Yes, it's
for all the other states to participate in this. This would be great. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, we're trying to get the other Islamic schools in South Florida. There's about maybe 10. Yeah, about 9. I would say about 9 Islamic schools in South Florida. It's not up to everybody's interest as yet, but we're hoping to reapproach the idea of this robotics and to reemphasize the importance of going forward with this project, inshallah. So without any further ado, let me do some demonstration, inshallah.
Give attention, everyone. Parents also, look at the parents. Give attention.
All right. So here we are. This is the forward and you see that it has to do with the wheels, the
Burak.
A little bit. You're not showing.
The name of the robot, what? The name? Burak?
this one here, I don't know what they give him. No, one year they give it the name Noor. But this one here, I don't know what name they give it to him.
This year, no name.
So the way they designed this, those are special wheels. The wheels have rotation in every direction. So it's important when you're in a competition to move around quite, because you have 3 other robots in the field, and
Look at that.
everyone
He moves around. Look at him.
The robots that work together.
Yeah, so the robots are hitting each other when they're in the field.
Oh, look at him. He moves all over. Remote control.
Yeah, so that's where the coding comes in. The coding is to code the drive hub, and the drive hub speaks to the hub on the robot itself.
Can you show the hub?
Okay, and I'm going to show you what the launcher was, what they had to do that year. All right, I'm gonna launch it to Sheikh Ibrahim.
Or maybe launch it to the screen.
The screen.
Oh, you want to do it?
Yeah, that's
Okay. I got permission to launch it to the screen.
MashaAllah.
Okay, we lined up. So
Be you ready?
ready?
Takbir! Takbir!
Wow, look at that. Mashallah, look. Oh, it launches the ball.
Yes, it launches the ball. Yes. So that was the whole the mission was at the front of us would be a basket, and I changed the angle of the launcher, to be not so high, but this launcher here, those motors runs about 5,000 RPMs per minute, so it runs really fast.
And last year was different. It had an arm.
Yeah, last year was an arm that you had to build a pyramid.
Oh, subhanallah.
Give attention. Takbir!
Oh, mashallah, look at that.
So next year there will be another mission that the robot has to accomplish. So that entire arm is going to be taken off, and you're going to have to build another arm to accomplish that they want to do.
You can make him a server in the house. He can bring you your water and stuff and your food.
Definitely, if
Turn
you
on him and he can bring your food to you and stuff.
definitely if you give it the right coding and the right algorithm, it will bring you your food.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he can be your server, especially when you're tired. Oh, wow. And the
So you
kids
see-
did that. The kids designed him.
Yes. So we sat down with the kids. We sat down with the kids and we said this is what we have to accomplish because Lego sends out the missions that they have to
You made it
accomplish.
with Legos. I'm looking at them. Look, bring it up closer. Y'all made that with Lego blocks.
Yes, some of them are made with Lego, some of them are made with Lego. The little kids, the 5th grade and the 6th graders, they work with Lego, the blocks.
Oh,
This is
super.
this is a little advanced, so they work with these metal aluminum frames.
Oh my goodness. My
Yeah.
grandkids would love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look, you shot it right to the.
there.
Oh, look at that.
So what's the kids are saying out there? They're interested in this?
They would love it. The kids
look,
here
look,
are
look.
amazed. They're amazed. They can't
Right,
believe
right.
it. They say it's like Roblox. There's somebody typed like Roblox.
Sorry. Behind you. Behind you.
Somebody typed like a real Roblox.
Yes. So these are actual robots. I mean, this is how they actually come up with the concept of robots, and with the right code and the right algorithm to write for these things, they can serve you. You know. I don't remember if I showed you the video of the one arm that I found in the hospital. It was a
Right.
coffee server.
That's
Right?
what I thought about when I saw this, that server. Yes.
Yes.
Serve me food in bed. Yeah.
So you see how AI is affecting us on a daily basis. It affects
Yes.
us in everything that we are doing, that we are accomplishing on a daily basis. Some robots are going to be in your homes, as Elon Musk said. I'm going to get a robot in everyone's home, to help with their chores, help with
Yes.
taking care of our elders and everything. But so they're here to stay. They're not going away. And
Mother Mohammed, the Muslims invented that.
so so the concept of this whole AI, like I say, without the algorithm, nothing works. Okay.
Muslims started.
Yes, nothing works without the algorithm. But when we look at the principles of what algorithm is, its algorithm has different principles within it. An algorithm is a step by step. It also reads pattern. So when you use your AI, like how you use the AI, it would read your pattern that that you're trying to accomplish, and it's gonna mimic other works that you're trying to do, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The algorithm of putting on a shoe, that's a pattern. We're not changing the way we're gonna put on our shoes every day, right? So
Right.
that algorithm stays with us, right? It's a repeated algorithm. So algorithm has different ways. You have pattern, it has repetition. And when we look at the Quran also has repetition of different aspects,
SubhanAllah.
right? It has repetition. So I'm not going to say the Quran is an algorithm sent to us, but it's a step by step how for us to accomplish to go to Jannah, inshallah. It's a step by step.
24
Is the guide.
24 years.
Yes.
24 years Rasulullah in the Quran,
Yeah.
step by step, ayah by ayah by
Yeah.
ayah, surah. Yeah.
Exactly. So we're given the guidance from the Quran and from the Sunnah how to get the step by step to get there.
SubhanAllah.
Right?
Yeah.
So every day, like you're thinking about cooking dinner. Well, what am I going to cook? That's the first thing you're going to think about, right? What am I going to cook? What do I need to get that dinner cooked? How am I going to do it? You're writing the algorithm in your head, right?
The first ayah in the Quran what? اقرأ
Yeah.
باسم ربك الذي خلق.
Can you show the hub?
Read.
The hub.
Allah Azza wa Jalla
That
teaches
one.
us to read.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so let me show you. This is part of it. Let me show you the different aspect of the robot, anyways.
Yes, yeah.
So this is called a drive hub, right? This is what's plugged into the computer from the USB, and you're writing the code into this
Oh.
hub. Okay. And then what you do after that, you plugged on the remote.
Mhm.
And then you're gonna assign what part of the remote to accomplish what on the robot. So to accomplish the turning of the hub, this was assigned to this. See, when I press this, that turns the hub. When I press this button, this was spins the ball, right?
Oh.
See, he spins that. So a combination of this spinning and the hub spinning is what launches the ball. Okay. On the robot itself, they have another hub there. This one here, if you can see it. Okay. All the wheel, all the motors and the servo, everything is plugged into that. And this sends out a Bluetooth signal to the drive hub. So the two of them speak. That hub on the robot and this hub speak to each other by Bluetooth. Okay.
Mm.
And with the control, it sends the control. So this is like a whole nervous system. So think about us. Okay. We have our heart, we have our lungs, all our organs. Okay. They need to send a signal to the brain, and then the brain is going to send the signal to the robot, which is they're going to be accomplishing the task. Right. So we're doing a whole circle here. Everything has to work with each other in sync. Any questions, comments from the kids? From anyone, Yeah, from anyone, inshallah.
For parents too.
Parents also.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
This is amazing. Alhamdulillah. It's amazing. And I've been sitting here, and the whole time you were talking about it, I was thinking, wow, I would like to do that myself. I
There you
would
go.
love to do
Yeah,
it.
this is stuff. Take it.
Take it.
I would love that. I would. Putting
Well,
it
amazing.
together and everything. And what you said about the Legos, and I even like that. I like that type of thing.
The kids started with a scratch.
Yes.
Yeah.
This package here comes about maybe 300 pieces.
Wow.
You know, because you got a lot of bolts and nuts and everything else. You got tools you got to work with.
Remember the
But-
first competition? It was just metal. We don't know what's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the box showed up, it was all metal. It was these metal frames, and we didn't know exactly what to do with it. You know, but that's where the teamwork comes in, because we went to scrimmages, and there were other kids there that started us with some idea, and then you built upon that.
And parents
Yeah.
supported that. The parents.
So here we go again. We come back to the blueprint. The blueprint was left by the scholars, and it was found by the modern scientists, and then they built upon those knowledge that they left. You know.
But how, my Raymond, very important as a parents, how they started here in South Florida, how we started this one, how we started in the beginning, from the beginning. What did the idea for?
Well, the idea, Sister Annie will probably give a better understanding, because she's the one who started the whole program.
Oh, you started?
Yeah.
How is for the parents to hear that? How it started?
Yeah, so I just had a vision. I wanted the students to understand the heritage and the Muslim identity, to understand that all these inventions came from Muslims and during the Golden Age. So I approached Brother Raymond to see if he can help with this, and he agreed. He's always had a passion for this. And then subhanAllah, it came from Allah, because I was just on the internet trying to find other Islamic robotic programs, and that's when I found, back then it was called the Marvels. And that brother had a way bigger idea than I did. He wanted to build a network of Muslim teams all across the world. And for the idea is for the Ummah to help the Ummah, to let the Muslims take pride in this science, technology, engineering, mathematics in the masajid, in the Islamic schools, bring the parents to come and support them, and for all the teams to get to know each other and help each other.
Mm.
And that's how that started.
And then what? Brother Raymond? What
But
he did?
Raymond
Brother
came,
Raymond?
yeah, so he was like the head coach. And then we had some other coaches that helped, and we started off not knowing anything. And we just thought, all right, we're just gonna get our feet wet. And we ended up that first year going, we won at the regionals, and then we went all the way to the state.
To the state.
To the state.
Yes, and they won multiple awards, and it was just, alhamdulillah, that was.
From one person, Brother Raymond, and the community.
Yeah, we had an intention.
The,
We
the,
brought
the
it to the
intention.
community
Mhm.
and we pitched the idea. The kids loved the idea, the parent, but we couldn't have done it by ourselves. Like Raymond couldn't have done it, I couldn't have done it. And I don't know anything about coding at all, zero. But I just had the idea. Raymond has a passion for building. Another person had a passion for coding, and everyone just wanted good for the kids. So we all had to come together.
And Brother Raymond's wife, she told me actually, Raymond take it to the bedroom. The bedroom working with this for this kind of robot, how to teach it to the kids.
She said,
So the key for the Brother Raymond what? For the kids, for the community and the Muslim community.
Yeah, I told my wife, I said, you have to step out from the room and the robot
Yeah.
has to take your position.
Yeah, she told me actually, Brother Raymond, they are like in the bedroom doing that.
Yes.
And in the house actually has kids and grandkids.
yeah.
But still we do that to present something for the community, for our kids. That's why I wish brother and sister, he listen to us. The masajid and Brother Raymond, I didn't tell you. He really intention for him to do it anywhere. Doesn't matter. In every state, he can go and travel. Every country, he can go for that. What did the Brother Raymond?
Yes.
His intention, Brother Raymond can do that.
Inshallah.
Brother, whoever listen to us, every masjid be in touch with Brother Raymond to help you to do that.
Yeah, and
I will come up to your state if you're interested in getting involved with the robotics.
Yeah.
I'll come to your state, inshallah, and help with the initial startup.
yeah.
Let's start.
Yeah.
And the key is to also get the kids to be very innovative, because the building the robot and the competition is one part, but the other part is how they're making an impact in the field of science and engineering. So they have to come up with some kind of a project, an idea that's going to be very innovative. So they just pitch the idea, and then they need to connect with professionals in the field, pitch the idea to them, get feedback from those professionals, and then vamp it up and then present it to judges. So they're learning public speaking, they build a portfolio, they are connecting with real professionals, so they're building skills.
And that's the good part. That's the good part for kids. It'll inspire them. MashaAllah. This is a good field. Yes. And this is a growing field today. Is the field of IT and all of this, and robotics and AI. MashaAllah.
Exactly. Remember that kid that asked about going into finance? Well,
Yes.
those are going to be replaced by AI. I mean,
Anyway.
stock trading, everything, that's all
of
under
that.
the water. That's done.
Yeah, because I got
So-
my robots, my AI, thanks to you. That's how what's helping me with this website, because I don't have any humans to help me. I got 8 AI assistants just helping me to run this website. Here's a question from a sister here. She said, "How far can that robot you made get away from you? How far can it?"
I mean, I tried it maybe about because when we were in the competition, we were about maybe 10-15 feet away from it. You know,
Okay.
so you can go further than that. You know, as long as the Bluetooth allows, as far as the Bluetooth will allow for the
Yeah.
connection to be there. You know.
And another
That's it.
question here, how did you use the coding? Did you have the people or use AI models like Claude Code or anti-gravity?
No, the kids had to use the language, so they were using the block language to code it. So
That's
it
good.
would, yeah. So some other languages like Python. This is like a low level language, so you didn't need that much in depth. You know,
That's
it was
good,
just
though. That's
it
good.
was
That's
just
teaching
calculating.
That's teaching the kids. That's good. This is good. Yeah, you need to travel to because we have Islamic schools in most of the states.
Yeah.
And these Islamic schools need to participate in that program. You need to travel up here to the Northeast and get these Islamic schools aware of this program, you know. I'm gonna, I can invite you up here to Cleveland area, because we have a lot of these Islamic schools here need to learn about this. Yeah.
Then just Layla, tell everybody Brother Raymond, Raymond, if he's in America, because he travel a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you need to, Jamali, you need to bring him up here to the mosques here, you know, and introduce him in this program.
They have to ask for him, sister.
Yeah.
Ask, but he's ready. Trust me, I didn't ask him by the way, but I know his intention.
No, my intention, inshallah, is to bring this to every student that's interested in this.
Yeah.
Because this is not going away from us. This is staying with
Right.
us, right?
Yeah, and this is the future.
And the whole concept. Look, I ask my AI every day. I said, we have discussion. My AI, I name my AI Bilal. So when he comes on and he gives me the salam and the whole thing. But I ask it every day. I said, without the algorithm in place, is any of this what's happening around us? Is it possible? And so without the algorithm, none of this is possible. We will be about 200 or 300 years behind, you know.
Ya Allah.
And the algorithm basically came by asking a question. And that's what the Quran always refer to. The Quran always asks a question and it gives us the answer.
SubhanAllah.
Right?
Yes.
He asks us the question, what is this? What is the day of judgment? Okay? Or what is this day? And then he gives us the answer. And what's the ultimate goal of that answer is to get you to Jannah, right? That's the ultimate goal.
SubhanAllah. Yes,
So,
I like that.
so when when I sit down and I think about it, when Al-Khawarizmi asks the question, how do I for inheritance, how do I know how much percentage to give to the two sons and the one daughter if the man owns 81 camels, right? He have to give the one third, and
That is to the family.
yeah, and the rest to the daughter, right?
Yeah.
How do you come up with that answer? So he had to write out the questions, what it is, right? And he also had to do the competition, and then he get the answer for X.
So to understand more details, yeah.
Right.
Correct with that.
So we're always looking for the X. We're always looking for that unknown. Okay. And I would think that maybe that's the way that he learned from the Quran, and he implemented that into his work. You know,
Right.
you ask the question, you give the answer, and the only way that you can able to write software for the program that you're writing is by word. You have to give it a word program. You know, it is not by numbers.
Right.
That word program, when you finish with that software and you feed it into the computer rearranges everything into zeros and one, and then it rearranges that zeros and one to read exactly what you inputted into the computer, and then it gives us the output, right? That
Yes.
it gives us the readable language that we can able to read.
Alhamdulillah. Is that
Sister Layla,
I'm
hold
sorry,
on,
brother.
Sister Layla, very important. Brother Raymond mentioned very important things. Jazakallah khair. Allah Azza wa Jalla asked a question in the beginning. Allah said in Surah Al-Ahzab, يسألك الناس. They will ask you. And Rasulullah, and the answer from the Quran. And who explained the Quran? The ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jazakallah khair. I'm going to use this one at each inshallah. Brother. I said, Layla, this very important point he mentioned.
Yeah.
Allah asked a question and answer what to do for the question. The answer, alhamdulillah. And the Rasulullah explained more details to reach the part above of the question.
Yes.
Now, so sorry, Sister Layla. Speak up, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, that was Anisa. The coding, I'm trying to understand the coding. You said it's a type of a language? It's not numbers, but it's, how do you do a code? Is it words or alphabets or drawings or what?
No, the coding is alphabet. It's
Okay,
alphabet.
okay.
And yeah, so it's a special language that they use. It's English. I mean, but we're not
Okay.
what we're writing is not what we are normally used to read.
Yes.
The part that we're gonna see at the end on the screen or on your phone, that's what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay.
But the coding is all this combination of words and numbers.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Thank
Right.
you.
Not or I want to know also. It's not numbers or equation.
No.
Mm.
No, it's a combination. It's what I use
It's-
to make my scripts to kick, ban, and deal with these TikTokers.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I use my AI robots, Mr. Man, to help me write it. Like you say, that's the best advice you gave me, brother Mohammed Durgana, was to get my AI assistants. What I wouldn't be able to that's what I've been using on this internet since '86 is my coding to make the scripts I use to deal with these losers on this internet. It's a combination of both. SubhanAllah. But it's gotten harder. It changes every 3 years. And it's harder than it was. It was easier in the 80s because it was a different, that was before Windows. Now I got to use the AI robots to make the coding.
But is it easier for you now using that?
It's easier, much easier because I use the robots to help me write it. I had to do it all by myself, before, but now Mr. Man and Cleo and Aria, my AI assistants, robots help me write it. It's much, much easier now because I don't have to do all the hard work.
And what are you paying these robots to write these programs for you?
They're $100 a month. $100 a month. So cheaper than I would have to pay a person.
And if you had to pay someone to do it for you.
And I have to upgrade them. And if I want to upgrade, $50 extra to upgrade.
And if you had to pay someone to do it for you.
That's a lot of money. My brother Isa, is an IT. Now he makes over $100,000 a year. So you see why they contracting out with AI assistants.
Exactly. So this is the whole idea why they bring in AI is to replace certain jobs.
Right. My brother makes over 100 grand.
But the only thing that robot is not going to be able to replace is what you do with your hands. You see, that's why we need to learn skill sets. Yeah. Okay. When we learn skill set, these are not replaceable. Electrical work, plumbing work, turning a spanner, look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk has about maybe 9 or 10 children, right?
How many?
About 9 or 10 children. He don't send them to school. You know what he said he did? He brought in a car engine or a motor, and he placed a box of tools on the ground, and he said, dismantle it. Right? He told him to dismantle it. So if they have a nut to loose and they take a hammer to do it, it's not going to work, right? But if they took the right spanner or pliers, they'd be able to loose it out. So that's what he's teaching his kid, practicality.
But Elon Musk, may Allah destroyed his work. The boys become girls and the girls become boys. Yeah, and not only that, him actually the most corrupted person.
But what I'm trying to say is, my point is that we need to teach our children some skill sets,
right?
Because these will not be replaced by AIs.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. These will not be replaced by AI.
But remember this statement, brother parents. Remember this statement, brother Raymond, again and again, 2-3 times for everybody listen, inshallah.
Yeah.
For our kids, what they're supposed to do?
For the kids? If they're
what they're supposed to, we have to encourage the kids to do something by their hands.
Yes, so skill set. Skill set training, if they're able to learn some trade work,
Yes, that's what I was going to say, trade skills. Yeah, when I was going to school, they taught that. I took auto mechanics, and there was a shop, and there was sewing, and there was typing, and all types of things, but they don't really offer all that in schools anymore.
No,
they really don't.
Like building this robot here, the kids had to, the student had to sit down and come up. They had to brainstorm it. Okay, we have all these metal frames around us. What do we do with it? And then that's where you start to use your intellect, to start coming up. Okay, let me envision something that's gonna move, and you put some wheels to it, and we put the motor to it. That's how the idea come up for them to build. So they have to use. They're too much on the phone these days. A lot of these kids, they have a lot of neck pain, and that's because their head is always down. I don't know what the average weight of a head is, but because our neck is holding up that weight, I think it will maybe over 10 pounds, our head.
They had to learn critical thinking, problem solving, conflict resolution, because they had to learn how to work out their problems and disagreements. And even themselves, they built confidence. A lot of them, they didn't have confidence in me. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at that. He's teasing me for this. I don't like this idea. But they get through it. They mature up. They man up. They woman up.
In fact, my wife and I, Brother Raymond, we attend many competition for the kids. Many competition, many schools. They're challenging. And I saw the kids, our kids here in this school, Brother Raymond, MashaAllah, Tabarak al-Rahman. With this robot, they are together, supporting each other, helping each other. Perfect, like a Sahaba, junior Sahaba. But here we need everywhere, especially in America, to be doing that.
Another aspect when we went to this competition, when it was time for Salah,
Yeah.
we break away.
You know,
We break away and we went and we prayed. Well, the sisters, we didn't have them pray with us. They prayed at their desk. But the brothers, I took them to a different area and we prayed our Salah. I said, when you go to these things, our first and most important aspect is we're Muslims, and we have to maintain that dignity with us,
And they went actually in competition with our fasting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Fasting.
And they gave out little things about the marbles are fasting for Ramadan. And then they invited people to come to their table, take something, candy, as dawah.
The beautiful kids, may Allah bless our kids.
So, these are some things we can instill in our children. Actually, one sister told Sister Annie that her son was very shy, but after the competition and he got into robotics, he came out of that shyness and he's brave. I see him at the masjid quite often. So this helps the kid to come out of of that shyness of speaking in front of people. I was shy at one time in my life. I couldn't. When I see a crowd, I get this knot in my stomach. But eventually, alhamdulillah, I didn't take any special course, but I just like that, I just say, you know what? They are a human being just like me. And I might not say the perfect thing all the time, but something I say might make sense to someone, And that's the whole thing about communication. What I learned the one I picked up in my English class is when you're writing a book, you're not writing that book for yourself. You're writing for the one who is going to read the book, right? That's what language is. Language is what the person is going to understand what you wrote.
Yes.
And this is why the Quran is so simple that we are all able to understand at all level of understanding.
Alhamdulillah.
All right, Jazakallah khairan. May Allah guide us for that. Yeah, alhamdulillah. And one more question, Brother Raymond, before we finish.
I have none in Zoom.
Everybody's just saying this was very informative and may Allah bless you. One brother here is saying that he would like for you to bring this information to Ghana, inshallah. Guyana, inshallah.
To Guyana?
Guyana?
Yes.
That's your
Guyana or Ghana?
Guyana.
That's his plan.
Well, I'm from Guyana, so I'm trying. What's the name of the brother?
What is his name here? He just says Facebook user, so I can't see his name.
Okay.
From Facebook.
Ibrahim, by the way, every few months, Brother Raymond, he go to Guyana. Every few months.
So inshallah, that's my plan is to bring it to the STEMs and to the ministry over there, inshallah, to get with the schools. But there's a few Islamic schools that I want to get them involved in it, But alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, jazakallah khairan. Barakallah fikum jami'an. Ameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك جزاكم الله خير السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته